Sometimes I secretly hope my plans get canceled. There, I said it. I like doing things alone. Not in a dramatic, I hate people way. Not because I don't love my friends, I do. And for a long time, I felt ashamed of that. Like it meant something was wrong with me. Like I wasn't social enough, or grateful enough, or normal enough. But I don't feel that way anymore. When I'm alone, I don't have to be on. I'm not tracking conversations. I'm not adjusting to someone else's pace. I'm not wondering if I'm talking too much or too little. I can walk slower or faster or stop completely. And by the way, when I say I don't have to be on, I don't mean I don't care about people. For a long time, I wondered if needing alone time was selfish of me in some way. I thought maybe it meant I wasn't trying hard enough or that I should want to socialize more. Like, was I avoiding something or was I withdrawing? But I've come to realize that it's actually the opposite of that. Doing the opposite of how I'm wired drains me. I'm at the downtown Vancouver farmers market and I wasn't even sure if it would stop raining in order for me to come over here, but it did. These are so cute. I love these. So it looks like this when you put it on. And I can wear it under my jacket, which I really need. Decided to go ahead and go with that one. It started raining again. I'm like going from canopy to canopy to stay out of the rain. We got lots of produce here too, which I need. Lovely. Look at these apples. Holy cow. There's this quote I saw once that made me laugh. Being alone for a while is dangerous. It's addicting. Once you see how peaceful it is, you don't want to deal with people anymore. And I remember reading that and thinking, okay, maybe that's a little bit dramatic. I don't not want to deal with people. I love people. I just also love my peace. And forcing myself into environments that overwhelm me doesn't make me more connected. It just makes me tired. So being alone isn't me shutting people out. It's me listening to myself and my true nature. I think I just like participating in the world a little bit more quietly. I don't need to be at the center of it. I can sit in a busy place, feel the buzz of people living their lives, and just be there. And if I feel like chatting, I'll chat. I'm not hiding in a corner, but I also don't feel the pressure to fill the space. And I don't feel lonely in these moments. I feel calm. I don't feel isolated. I feel grounded. Like I'm part of the world, but just quietly. Doing things alone doesn't feel lonely to me. It feels peaceful, like my nervous system finally softens, and lonely feels different from being alone. In my experience, loneliness doesn't come from being alone. It comes from feeling misunderstood or realizing you're in something that no longer fits. I felt more alone inside a relationship than I ever have sitting by myself at a table. When you're moving in different directions, when you want different things, that kind of disconnect feels much heavier than solitude ever has for me. So being alone feels clear and it feels like space, like I can hear my own thoughts again. Whew, it is really raining and look, I'm fogging up. I love these flowers. Are these not so beautiful? You can smell them. And I got all of this bundle of joy here, which I'm actually going to transfer into a paper bag. I can take that bag into the restaurant with me. In the Pacific Northwest, when it rains, it's usually more of a sprinkle. It's not this kind of downpour that we're getting right now. I'm glad that I came out here. It feels so invigorating, even with the rain. I love it. This honey is so good. It's wildflower and it's raw honey. I definitely used to worry about how it looked. When I first started showing up places alone, I'd completely overthink it. Like, if I was sitting alone somewhere, did people think I'd been stood up? Did they think I was some sad, lonely girl who couldn't get a date? Was I supposed to be dramatically checking my watch, pretending someone was on their way? And this was before we even had cell phones to hide behind. There was no scrolling to look busy, no pretending to text. Books were my shield. I'd sit there with a book like, see, I'm choosing this. This is intentional. Meanwhile, I was just trying to look like I wasn't being silently judged by strangers who probably weren't even paying attention. And now I just laugh about it. I honestly just don't really care anymore what people think. They can judge if they want. I'm over here eating my meal or drinking a coffee and living my life. I'm happy, and that's what matters to me. And honestly, sometimes I wondered if the whole "they're judging me" thing was just a story I made up anyways. Maybe they're not judging. Maybe they're thinking, gosh, I wish I could do that. Maybe they're impressed. Maybe they're inspired. Maybe they're just trying to decide what to order. At this point, I choose to believe they're admiring my courage. Whether that's true or not, it makes the whole thing a lot more fun. Well, I've had an amazing day so far, being out at the farmer's market and eating Mexican food. Mexican food restaurant was a little loud and like lots of little kids and stuff in there, so you can imagine what that did to my sensory overload. I wasn't expecting that, but someone had recommended that restaurant, so I'm exhausted. I was gonna go to a little coffee shop and sit, and I brought my knitting along with me, so I was gonna sit there and knit and drink some tea and just enjoy like being out for the day, but I'm tired, and I think it's just like one of those days again where it's rainy and cloudy, and I just want to go climb on the couch and cuddle up under the blanket and knit, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm sure Georgie misses me. There's Georgie! Come on. Hi, baby. Hello. Hello, honey. Hi. Where are you going? What you doing, Georgie? What you doing? Hi, baby. Hi. Did you miss Mama? Did you miss Mama? Did you miss me? I missed you too. I did. I missed you. And then there's coming home after being out in the world. That part might be my favorite. Taking off my shoes, changing into comfort clothes, and taking my bra off. Now that is bliss, girls, you know what I mean. And then making a coffee or my chai latte. Everything just slows down. It honestly feels like I can finally exhale. I love being out in the world, I really do. But there's something about walking back into my own space, my couch, my kitchen, feeling my soft blanket on me when I'm curled up on the couch for knitting or a book or just relaxing my brain and watching something on TV. And then there's my gentle little routines. That just feels grounding. Like, okay, I'm back and I just get to be me. On the plus side, Georgie's here and I just love my girl. I have just the place for these. Let me go put them over here on the table. Those look so pretty there. I think before I knit and sit down with all of that and have my chai latte, I'm gonna take a wee little nap. I know, I'm a little bit tired. This is kind of what recharging is for me. While I had so much fun and just enjoyed myself out and about, I feel like, you know, I just need to rest my brain just for a moment. So 20 minutes will do. By the way, I know. Wait, is it here? No, here. Here, I have to look at myself. Yeah, here. Several videos ago, I showed you how I burned myself with my curling iron, and it's still healing, but it's getting a lot better. You guys know that I'm very intentional about what I buy and bring into my home, and I want to make sure that it lasts and it really feels good. So when Quince reached out to me and asked to do a brand deal with me, I could not hit the accept button fast enough. So thank you, Quince, for sponsoring this video. I actually purchased clothes from Quince prior to them ever reaching out to me, which was why I was so excited. I just love their clothes. When you put it on, you're like, yeah, this is good quality. And it's at a very accessible price. So I'm gonna start off with my favorite piece right now, which is this 100% washable silk pajama set in charcoal. I just love it. It's made of 100% mulberry silk. It feels so nice on my skin and luxurious. And it's got this cute little detail of a slit in the side, so it's nice and flowy. It's breathable. I feel like I can go to bed with pajamas, like full length pajamas, and not get hot. It just feels so luxurious and elevates my nighttime routines. And over it, I have my organic Turkish waffle robe in white that feels so luxurious, like I'm actually at the spa. I love that it's lightweight also. It's not super heavy, so when I get out of the shower, it's not going to feel like I'm so hot in it. And for daytime, I'm wearing this 100% European linen long sleeve shirt in chambray stripe. It's very lightweight and breathable. It's ethically woven from European flax linen, and I just love the way that it sits on me. And underneath it, I have the cotton modal double scoop neck tank in Storm Blue. It's absolutely so soft. It's moisture wicking and breathable. And not only is it pretty, but it's functional, which is huge for me. When I want something a little bit more structured and warm instead of wearing a raincoat out and about, I have this 100% organic cotton knit blazer in heather brown. It's got these cute little pockets. I think it looks pretty flattering even on my 5'2" frame. It's super, super soft, and I think it's versatile. You can wear it with so many different outfits. What I really appreciate about Quince is their quality first stance. They use premium materials like 100% silk and 100% Mongolian cashmere. These pieces are designed not only to stand the test of time, but also to feel luxurious on your body. So make sure you click the link in my description or scan this QR code right here. And they offer 365-day shipping and return, so it makes it super, super easy for you to try these things out for yourself. And thank you again, Quince, for sponsoring this video. Do you guys see how much I've accomplished on my sock since the last video? This is the top of the sock, the little cuff, and then this will be the body of the sock going down the leg. So I just love this color. It's coming out really well. And it's getting a little bit easier. But I have a question for you guys. If you're a knitter, do you knit with, if you're knitting socks especially, are you knitting with the magic loop or are you knitting with the double pointed needles? I mean, it's not really bad. I can kind of push this down a little bit as I'm knitting, but sometimes I'm like, it's in the way. But just curious what you guys are using. And then also, if you're doing any kind of knitting, crocheting, or what I'm calling my granny hobbies these days, what are you doing? Leave me a comment and let me know what you're doing, because I'm always interested in like, what are the things people have found to keep themselves busy and be creative? And, you know, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be granny hobbies. Just put whatever it is that is your like go-to thing that helps you relax and like just doing stuff. Or sometimes not even doing stuff. Maybe it's just reading. I really enjoy knitting. It's so relaxing, and I don't know, it just makes me feel calm and peaceful, and then I get to make something. So I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all finished. And I'm a slow knitter. I mean, I see some of these people who finish like 50 projects in 1 year, and I can barely do 3.
Here we go, Shine. You like your raincoat?
And then there's Georgie, who in my opinion looks absolutely adorable in her little yellow raincoat. In her opinion, she looks ridiculous. The first time I put it on her, she froze, like full on stiff leg, rigor mortis, frozen. She just stood there, didn't move, but eventually she adjusted. I'd say now she just tolerates it, which is probably the best word. When we get outside, she does this tiny protest pause, and then she starts walking very bravely. But here's the part that really makes me laugh every single time this happens. Even though the coat covers her back, there's no rain on her, she still shakes, like aggressively shakes, like she's trying to repel the water off of her body over and over, as if she's repelling imaginary rain that never touched her. I think I counted 7 shakes on this one walk. 7. Come here, we gotta take the jacket off. I gotta take the jacket off. Oh my gosh, hold on. Come, sit right here, stay. Just because I enjoy doing things alone doesn't mean I'm swearing off the world. It's about knowing that I need space inside of it. I love my friends, I love conversations, and I'd love to share my life with someone one day. I do want partnership, and I also want depth in the relationship. Being alone isn't selfish for me. It's how I recharge, it's how I think clearly, it's how I make decisions without outside noise. And if I ever do share my life with someone again, I don't want to lose that part of myself. I don't see being alone as a replacement for connection. I see it as something that makes me better at connection. I've learned that alone time is how I stay steady, how I show up clearer, calmer, and more intentional. This looks so yummy. So I call this my little bowl of goodness. I've got quinoa and lots of veggies and hummus and I've learned that loud environments take my energy from me far more than I used to admit. There's also something else that shaped this for me. I have something called CAPD, which is Central Auditory Processing Disorder. I was born with it. My hearing is fine. I've had that tested by audiologists. But what happens is my brain can't filter the noise. So, for example, if I'm in a loud restaurant and someone right next to me is talking, it can feel like I can't hear them, even though I technically can. What's really happening is that my brain is trying to process everything at once, the music and the voices and the clinking dishes and the conversations. And eventually, I just lose focus, but it's too much for my brain to handle. It can't filter out all of the background noise. That's usually the moment I feel like I'm done. For years, I was embarrassed by it, especially in corporate settings. I thought something, again, was wrong with me. I thought maybe I was losing my hearing, which is why I went to audiologists in my late 30s, where I was diagnosed with CAPD. But knowing what it is now has helped me to understand better myself and how I handle those situations. I'm just wired differently. And that's part of why alone time feels so calming to me. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's just that my nervous system starts working overtime and I can leave before I'm actually drained. I remember when I bought my first pair of noise canceling headphones. I was still living in my scamp trailer at the time, and I put them on one day and I didn't even realize that the noise cancellation was already turned on. And I genuinely thought the electricity had gone out in the trailer. It was so quiet that I couldn't hear the hum of the fan anymore, which was right next to me. I immediately pulled them off thinking my electrics in the trailer had failed, only to realize the fan was still on. It was just the first time in a very long time that my brain wasn't trying to process background noise, and it was so blissfully quiet. Like, I've never heard quiet like that before. It was truly life-changing. When I put those headphones on, I feel this wave of calm just wash over me, like, this is what quiet actually feels like. But when you live in a city, there's always something. Neighbors, lawnmowers, and leaf blowers, the hum of traffic, someone talking 3 decibels louder than necessary. It's just constant. And I don't even think people realize how much noise we all produce. They come by it honestly. They're not used to quiet either, so everyone just keeps talking louder to compete with the other noise. It's like we're all just escalating. And that's part of why I cherished my travels so much. Being out in really remote places where you don't see anyone for days, where the loudest thing is the wind or a bird or even the sound of your own breathing. Good morning. Well, it was so nice to come home yesterday and recharge and just relax. Oh, I started drinking more lemon water because of my kidney stone issue. So before I was putting lemon in each glass, but instead I thought I already had this little pitcher, so I thought I might as well put the lemon in here and use that instead, and it's already done up for me. Another quick little note. You guys know I'm constantly pushing my glasses up, so someone told me about this particular brand of this like silicone sleeve. I've had these before, but not this particular brand, so maybe there's something different about the silicone, I don't know, but let's hope it actually keeps my glasses from falling on my nose as much, because that would be nice. I have a small bridge. It's not that anything is wrong with the glasses, or it's been this way my whole life. Good grief, it is cold in here. I don't actually believe that that is correct. I don't think it's 58 degrees in here. The other temperature gauge actually says 64 degrees in here, which is still cold. I don't know. I don't think the thing is ever right. So that's why I have that external temperature gauge so I can really know what the temperature is. And putting it on 64 degrees on the thermostat to turn the heat on will actually raise it to like 68, 69 in here. It's very weird. It's those mini splits up there. Okay, it's coffee time. So yummy. Don't get me wrong, I love my chai latte too, but coffee, it's my comfort thing. I just love it. So yummy. I think that there's this unspoken idea that if you enjoy being alone, something must be missing in your life. Like maybe you're avoiding life or isolating yourself. I've definitely felt that before, like subtle comments, little jokes, the sense that I should want to be out more or that you're lonely or antisocial or not trying hard enough. I've definitely felt that pressure before from people who just didn't understand it. And for a while, I took it very personally. Like, wait, am I weird? Am I antisocial? Am I secretly this terrible person for enjoying my own space? I know, that sounds absurd. And then at some point, I don't even remember exactly when, something shifted. I just stopped caring. Not in a rebellious way, more in a calm, this is just who I am kind of a way. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not rejecting connection. I wasn't isolating in a dark room. I was living my life in a way that felt steady and honest to me. And once that clicked, I didn't feel the need to defend it anymore. I still don't. For me, nothing is missing. If anything, I feel more present and more myself. Okay, it is time to get some work done. I've got lots of editing to do so I can get another video out to you guys. Someone recently corrected me about how I say chai latte. I was calling it chai tea latte, and apparently that is the wrong way to say it. I know in the United States, that's how I've always heard it. I thought chai was the spices and tea was the black tea, and mixed together it's chai tea. But apparently chai means tea. So I got schooled in a little bit of a lesson, but hey, I'm gonna say it right now. So chai latte. It just feels so good on like a winter day. I gotta get back to work now. I feel like I'm not making very much progress today. Just a lot going on and doctor's appointments and stuff that I'm trying to schedule and just follow up stuff and, you know, just make sure I'm nice and healthy and everything's working properly. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just have to acknowledge I've had a ton of new subscribers since my video came out about how I love my boring life. Over 6,500 new subscribers now. That video, I didn't expect it to take off like it did. It has 97,500 views now, almost 100,000 views in less than a week. The summary is that people just really connected with it. It's about, you know, the introverted life, right? And feeling normal and not feeling normal and feeling like there was something wrong with me when I was younger. And you guys really, really resonated with that. I mean, the comments have been absolutely incredible. So many heartfelt comments and feelings of people thinking, wow, I thought I was the only one, or I wasn't normal, and now I know that I am. And we have this whole community of people who are introverts who are talking about it. So read through the comments if you are one of those people, especially who feels like you're kind of alone or isolated in this world where we think differently, we move differently, we live differently than our fellow extrovert. And then the extroverts are on there saying, wow, I had no idea, or it makes me understand my introverted family members or friends more now. It's been really incredible how that video has touched people's lives, and I I literally had no idea that it would do that like it did. I mean, I always hope that, you know, it helps people. But then some of the funny comments, oh my gosh, they cracked me up. One of them said, "Introvert unite quietly at home." That's how I'm reading it anyways. It cracked me up. Another person said that they had found their introverted tribe, and it's the Introverts Social Club. Yeah, we have a sweet little community here. There's the ones where people said that they were crying because it touched them so much. And it wasn't just the introverted life, it was also about slow living and feeling like that's something that they definitely want to pursue, and maybe people in their circle didn't support them in that. I just want to thank all of you who came and watched the video and commented and subscribed, and I really appreciate all of you. And guess what? It was right around 90,500 subscribers when that video hit, and now I'm at 97,374. 97,374. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So guess what that means? I'm gonna hit 100,000 subscribers soon. I've been wanting this for so long. So if you haven't already subscribed, I don't usually ask for this in my videos, but if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It will help me out. It will help obviously my videos to be seen by so many other people, but it will help me get to 100,000 subscribers, and I'll get that silver play button from YouTube. It just feels like such an incredible accomplishment, you know, one that I never dreamed possible. Like, I'm an accountant. I come from an accounting background, so to be in this creative space, so you can see I get teary-eyed. Okay, we're not gonna cry on camera. I have my cottage cheese, my blueberries, and my fresh milled flour tortilla, along with some chicken salad with some fresh greens that I got from the farmer's market yesterday. So yummy. So maybe this is your reminder too. If you already love doing things alone, you don't have to fix that. There's nothing missing. You're not antisocial, you're not behind, you're just wired the way you're wired. And if you're someone who's never really tried it, maybe this is your invitation to take yourself out to dinner, to sit somewhere without needing a distraction, to move through a day at your own pace. You might be surprised how it feels. You don't have to become a different kind of person. You just get to know yourself a little better. And whether you recharge alone or with people or somewhere in between, there's room for it all. So move through the world in whatever way feels steady to you. And when you're done, come home to yourself.